This is the CRONUS ZEN, a controller accessory that's said to give people borderline aimbot. And in this video, I'm gonna be trying it in Fortnite. Bro, what? Dude, this shake is crazy. Okay. I know Jarvis has said this before and it didn't end well for him, but this is for entertainment and it's to show off the Zen and how damaging it is to the game. Do not buy a CRONUS ZEN. Now that I have a CRONUS ZEN in my possession, for all future videos to show you guys that I'm not actually using it, it will be posted up on this wall. The CRONUS ZEN is a $100 controller accessory made by Collective Minds, and its base purpose is to be able to use any controller on any console. Basically, with this attachment, you can use like a PS4 controller on the new Xbox. You could use an Xbox Elite controller on the PS4, you kind of get the idea. It's also advertised to be able to give players no input delay who use keyboard and mouse on console. But the main selling point of the CRONUS ZEN actually comes from its third function, which is the ability to digitally mod your controller. The Zen says that it's capable of mods such as jump stabilizer, hair triggers, drop shot, auto run, rapid fire, and these are not only Fortnite mods, but they're also mods for Apex Legends, Warzone, and a ton more games. The one mod that I didn't yet mention is Fortnite aim abuse. This specific mod is the mod that people claim to be borderline controller aimbot. How I understand the CRONUS ZEN to work is that it gives players the ability to use pre-made mods or actually use their own scripts and macros. These mods and scripts basically abuse the in-game aim assist function and slightly shake your crosshair to give you enhanced aim assist. And there's layers to this, by the way. This shake is turned all the way up. I can tone it back a little bit. The packaging states that expert gamers are able to use their scripting language to make their own mods. And this function of the Zen has led to a lot of people selling different scripts, claiming that they're better than the other scripts that you can get, in the sense that their specific script will give you better aimbot than all the others. I've heard of people paying upwards of $70 to get their hands on some of these scripts, but at this point I really have no idea if that's just a scam or not. Right now, I am not using the CRONUS ZEN. I want to first have a base of kind of what I can go off of, because I like to think I have some decent aim to begin with, so I want to see how much better that aim gets when I actually put on the CRONUS ZEN. Alright, so that aim right there is what my controller aim is normally like on my normal setup. Now let's plug in this CRONUS ZEN. I'll only be using the CRONUS ZEN here in creative for now because I don't want to cheat anyone out of an actual win. And now I just plugged in the CRONUS ZEN. As you can see, anytime I aim in, my screen shakes a little bit. It's not as drastic as it was before, but let's see how this actually affects aim. That guy might be using the Zen though. Holy. I just went to adjust the values and it literally took me an entire hour to figure out how to use this thing again. And honestly, I still think that I have the values messed up. Now I messed up when I build, my screen shakes and the aim is still like shaking way too much. At this point, I can't even tell if I'm just hitting good shots or if it's the Zen actually working. However, something that I did figure out is how to actually adjust the settings while I'm in game so I don't have to go through that whole process again. So hopefully here soon I'll be able to fine tune these to be really good. So as you can see now on an ADS, the shake is still there, but it's very minimal. And there's actually a slight drift in the aim, which is also supposed to help give better aim assist. One thing that I did want to note is that the Zen has actually became like a pretty big issue in Fortnite. I personally think that the #1 reason why it's such a big issue in Fortnite is because it's undetectable. At this point, because it is a physical module and it isn't just software based like most other cheats are, when you plug in a Zen, the console or whatever platform you're playing on just detects it as a normal controller. They can't actually see anything wrong. These mods or cheats aren't actually altering any of the actual Fortnite game script. They're just abusing mechanics that are already in the game. The reason that shaking the screen works is because of the aim assist mechanic that's already in the game. basically exploit these types of features in game. And as a result, these modders and coders that make these scripts are able to make stuff like really strong aim assist. Cheaters in normal game modes obviously suck and they ruin the fun for other players. But when a player is literally cheating in competitive, like I was saying, when the player is actually cheating in competitive, a lot of times they can literally be taking away the chance for other players who are playing fair to win money. When a random kid who's literally never played before can go pick up a Zen and start dominating competitive lobbies, it's absolutely not fair at all. But at this point, unfortunately, it doesn't look like Epic Games is going to do much to actually fix the issue. The crazy part is that there's been literally hundreds of thousands, possibly millions of CRONUS ZEN units that have been sold. So I mean, there are definitely cheaters out there. However, where it starts to get really noticeable is with players that already have decent aim. The CRONUS ZEN itself does not give players better aim. Basically what it does is enhances players' aim. So if a player's aim is already pretty decent, adding a CRONUS ZEN on top of it is gonna make it really good. Okay, okay, maybe I am starting to see the actual effects of it. With the AR aim, especially like the longer range, I was kind of questioning if it was actually working. But I mean, when these players are in the air, you can definitely tell if this thing works. That's insane. I think what might even be more insane is the fact that this is just with the base scripts and me kind of messing with the values. I don't even know if I have the best values right now. I'm not using any like extra scripts, yet this thing is already pretty nuts. Pair this thing with some decent mechanics and decent game sense, and I think you got yourself your next FNCS winner. Some of these shots I feel like I would hit anyway, but honestly, I'm not sure. It honestly seems like the Zen isn't the best for maybe like longer range aim. But for that like medium to short range aim, especially with SMG, it is pretty insane. Just want to remind you guys that I am not advising you guys to use this. By the way, I just turned the aim assist setting down even more, so I'm really trying to tweak these settings to be really good. And I think it might be working. So I guess that was the CRONUS ZEN. Kind of something fun to just play around with a little bit. Let me know if you want me to do a little bit more research and make a sort of updated video on this, because I think it'd be cool. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys for watching. Don't forget to use code Carter to get 20 in the Fortnite item shop, and I'll catch you in the next video.